Right. So heading down into turn one, my reference point for braking. Tarmac on the right. Down to second gear. You'll notice that in this X, the left wheel's over the curb, it can unsettle the car a bit, so it's up to you or not. There is not a lot in it, to be honest. Okay. Leave it in second here. Obviously this is like a compromise line, so going in a little bit, slowing the car down a little bit wood, keeping over to the left. Sort of center as the track as the kind of guide, set yourself up right-handed. Second gear all the way, just come to a stop, and right when you're at the slowest point, you want to get rotation with the brake, and then pick the throttle up. And be very careful here on the exit. If you get left-hand side tyres in the grass, you're probably going in the. Sometimes this bit of tarmac will save you. Braking at the 2, going down to third gear. Same thing with this curb. It's got a bit of like a drop off on the back of it, so the car will get unsettled. Go through here. And obviously, running theme of the track is getting the exits right because you don't have a lot of space. Get it wrong, you're probably going to. Most of the track it's going to be concrete. So I leave it in third here. I did multiple laps. I'm going up to fourth. I made the shift there, so actually a case of making that after whatever was working better for your gear set, driving style. It doesn't affect on lap time. Next chicane, we're going down to second gear. Same thing again, back of the curb is bumpy. So if you're struggling with it, settling your car too much, just try and keep your tyres to the right. Same thing again as turn one. Not really crossing the center point, or I guess you're at this point of the corner. You're now setting up for the right hander, so it's not like fully backing out. It's compromised. Just like turn one, and again, got to be really careful here, not get cross. Probably the hardest corner on the track. I'm staying in fourth, as it's kind of a shift up to fifth and then a break, so it's kind of pointless. If I was in the draft, maybe I would. On my own, like I am here. Yeah. And then braking is just after the. Down to third. This is probably a little curb. Just sort of gently kiss this curb. Hops there. Not ideal. And then the same on this curb. Your kind of ideal scenario, sidewall tyre touching those curbs. Again, I'm leaving fourth. This is preference braking, so the 3 board that I'm driving, all the way down to first gear. So I didn't get very good rotation there right at the lowest point. But the idea is to sort of brake deep, really rotate the car and straighten up the exit. So looks like I've just blown the apex, but ideally I would get a bunch of rotation here and then get the apex somewhere here. So I've just sort of not managed to get the braking right that time. Final chicane, braking. I mean, the bridge is a pretty good reference point, to be honest. Just you want something that's really good, solid reference, exactly the same thing. Any slight deviation in your line and your race. So a good solid reference. I haven't decided yet whether I prefer second or third through here. I think I was using second a lot of the time. I tried third, a little bit difficult. And there's again not in it, so whatever's working for you. And then flip first apex, but not the second apex. Flip. It's this one. I mean, hit the curb, but don't hit the big curb. And second. Here I just have to wait there. We can see having to wait with the throttle just because you're on the wall. The ideal line would be a little bit further sort of right here and coming off the left a bit straighter, and then you can accelerate into the gap behind the tyre wall. So you would, where I'm already straightened up for the straight here, ideally you would still be cornering, miss the tyres, come out here, back on before the grass. So a few things I haven't quite got right. It's a very technical track, so I would find some really, really solid braking points, references, and try and get into it that you can just repeat easily over and over again, and a nice stable setup on the car. Because a lot of the races we do, it's very easy to get taken out in traffic or battle or whatever else. Here, like Belle Isle, like Bathurst, any other sort of street circuits, it's easy just to take yourself out of the race. So practice and just get comfortable. And obviously the lap time all comes from getting as close to the